Needless to say, 2020 has been a rough year, and it's not showing signs of getting any better anytime soon. The type of government that's being ushered in likes all of the restrictions that we've been subjected to, and in particular, they like how easily most Americans rolled over with barely a whimper when those restrictions were put into place. If those in power learned anything, it's how easily people will give up even more of their supposed freedom when they are told to. And it doesn't take a genius to realize that it's only a matter of time before they start leaning heavily on your Second Amendment rights yet again, particularly with all the new laws and regulations that have been put in place during this recent plandemic that we've been subjected to, as people during that time accepted the changes so easily. So today I'm going to show the 5 main things that will likely become very difficult to find. In fact, many of these items have already become difficult to find this year and could face disappearing altogether if current lawmakers get their way. So you may want to consider stocking up now while you can, if you can, where you live. I know a lot of these prepping channels out there are trying to convince you that everything will turn out rosy, but if you honestly believed that, you wouldn't prep, now would you? Now I'll go on and get off my soapbox and go ahead and get started with this list. And by the way, I'm not advertising anything. I have no sponsors. Only you know what items are best for you in the long run. Number 1, body armor. Body armor, to include plates and components, have already become very difficult to track down. Furthermore, they are targets for lawmakers who don't like the idea of civilians having body armor. And civilians owning armor has become illegal in some cities across America already, which opens the door for even more restrictions across the board in other communities all over the country. Get that armor now while you still can. If you're waiting for the prices to come down, odds are they're not going to. Number 2, so-called high-capacity magazines. From a lawmaker's perspective, every magazine already has too high of a capacity, and they have fought hard to create restrictions in nearly every state as to just how much ammo a magazine could or should carry. Furthermore, there have been shortages of magazines of all types from coast to coast, pushing demand and raising prices. You could wait until the feeding frenzy dies off and buy magazines then, but will they still be legal to purchase in your area if you do? Only time will tell. Number 3, reloading equipment. What's worse than being able to buy ammunition? Well, from the perspective of a lawmaker, that would be someone who actually knows how to make ammo at home. How do you stop that? You try to take reloading components off the market. I don't know if you've noticed recently how empty the shelves have been in the reloading sections of your favorite store. This is something else that's becoming scarce recently that lawmakers love to target. Number 4, guns. Seems kind of obvious, but firearms have been in the sights of lawmakers for decades now, and it's not getting any better. Between crooked lawmakers and social media pressure, we've been seeing firearms disappearing from the shelves in sporting goods stores and Walmarts and other places all across the country as they kowtow to interest groups and politicians in order to pretend to be socially conscious. And unfortunately, the more tactical the gun looks, the bigger the target painted on it. To add to this, because of increased demand, the costs of these firearms has continued to go up and isn't likely to drop back down anytime soon. If there's a gun out there that you were really looking to get your hands on, you may want to just jump on it while you still can. And number 5, ammo. A very obvious submission on this list, but it stands to reason that if they are trying to get rid of firearms, they want to get rid of ammo as well. This has been another item that has been very noticeably scarce on the store shelves all this year. And you just knew I had one more for you, didn't you? Call it number 6 if you will. Conversions and upgrades. Anyone else have any trouble finding decent AR uppers or other mods recently? Literally anything that you can attach to any kind of gun right now, down to scopes, has been either getting tough to find or gone way up in price. Lawmakers don't like you being able to modify firearms. And just like with the other items on this list, now that there are shortages and they have the ultimate stooge in office, I'm sure they'll try to strike while the iron is hot. Folks, if you need any of these things, get out there and get them while you still can. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any further points pertaining to the video, please feel free to post them in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Easiest way to show your appreciation. Share it if you can and subscribe if you are new. And be sure to hit that bell icon so you can be alerted when new content comes out. Hopefully ScrewTube will actually let you know when a video is put up. And do check out some of the other videos if you get the chance. If you would like to help this channel out, there are links for that down below. Folks, every little bit helps, and I sure do appreciate it. I can also be found on another channel called Coffee Talk. Check it out if you get the chance. There's a link for that down below as well. So all that being said, as always, stay frosty, folks, and thanks for watching.